Oh, hello, ma'am. Oh, I know. It's too hot for you, isn't it? Is it too hot for you? You don't like the heat? I know, puppers. Get down. Get down. Yeah, I don't want to be jumped on, dude. House project. Cement sidewalk project that you guys have seen in progress. Oh, I know. You'll be fine. Chillax, puppers. I think she finally got rid of the dead animal, whatever it was she was eating or whatever, that made her stink. I don't think it exists anymore because she doesn't stink, because it was to a point where we wouldn't touch her for like a week because she would kept rolling in it. She's an outside dog, so you know, they find stuff, but it was bad. Just got the horses. Hello, Danetta. I just got the horses fly spray on because, and it was Lovey, actually. Lovey, first time I've ever put fly spray on her, and I'm just like preparing myself because I'm like, a lot of horses are afraid of fly spray. She behaved better than the two boys. I was like, really? She was so well behaved, and I got their fly spray on. She needs a fly mask. I have to order it. She needs a mask because the other two I have masks for, and it's not quite that bad yet. Hi, Lovey. Hi, honey. The other two I have masks for, but I don't have one for her yet, and her head is so petite that she's gonna need a tiny mask. She's so little. And as you can see, yeah, the flies are starting to come full force. Like I got it on her, I took it, I put the fly spray on my hands, and then I kind of rub it on their faces. But yeah, you can, like, it doesn't matter how much fly product you put on. Sometimes you just can't get rid of them. Hello, King. Here's the babies. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hey, mister. Oh, it's okay. It's me. Hi, buddy. He had the zoomies yesterday. Holy smokes. Look at your hair. Holy moly. You're wearing your hay, honey. They bicker about food, about everything. Cute donkey. These are mini ponies. This is Puppers. She might identify as a donkey. Sometimes she's an ass. This is Puppers. The ducklings are officially moved. Thank God, because my tack room was starting to smell like ripe. Absolutely horrible. The smell of ducks. I love ducks so much, but the smell of them, like, it was getting unbearable, and I was cleaning out their tanks every other day, putting in new bedding constantly to try to keep the smell down and help them, and it was so bad. And so here's the ducks. They are outside now. There's a heat lamp in here because the nights are still chilly here in Minnesota. So there is a heat lamp in here because they're not fully feathered. Once they're fully feathered, then they won't need the heat lamp anymore. But for now, they have a heat lamp. They have a bigger Minnesota, don't you know? Yeah, Puppers be good, don't you know? Here they go. Okay, Puppers, that's quite enough. Thank you. So they have a bigger tank now for water too. But they're gonna be Puppers, no. So here they are. They're not little anymore. They're not babies. Puppers likes to watch them. So far, she's pretty good with them. These, oh, that's a dang good question. I had never heard of this breed of duck before. We get ducks This is our 3rd or 4th year getting ducks. I had not heard of this breed of duck before. It's like a specialty breed. And they were expensive. There are 7 of them. They weren't cheap. Normally I get cheaper ducks, but these were not cheap, but I like them because my kids like to name them and be able to tell them apart. And if you get ducks that all look the same, you can't. When they grow up, they're black and white. They look like Dalmatians. Oh boy, I might have to go. Let me just check who's coming up my drive. Nope, I'm good. So when they grow up, they look like little Dalmatians, and they all have very unique markings, so we can tell them all apart. And I wish I could remember what they're called. I'll have to post it on my page because I've had a lot of people asking what kind they are, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember. Because it's not like, we've gotten like Rowan ducklings, we've gotten, what are the other, Rowan? The one year we had, dang it, all the duckling names are spacing right now. But they're, yeah, I can't remember for the life of me what these are called. But they'll be in here. And then they'll have a big, eventually we'll have a big run that comes out. And then we'll have a big pool, this pool actually. Right now the dog uses it. But eventually they'll have this pool and they'll have a big run. And then they will transfer from that to being free range ducklings, and they will free range the entire yard. And normally they will come back in here at night. With puppers prowling the area, I'm not worried about something getting them. So my other ducks used to actually just sleep by the dog. This girl, Puppus. Yep. The other ducks just used to hang out right by her, and then they were safe. And I never lost a duck. I never had an injured duck. I never had anything wrong. So we'll see. I would prefer that they would go into like a cage or something at night, but they do what they want. Once they free range, I don't really feed them much anymore. They eat tons of like the dandelion greens. They eat slugs, bugs. I mean, and they will forage like all over the yard. They go all over our property, and they always stick around. So, hey everybody, I am out here with, oh, hey duckies, the ducks. I also like this container because it's movable. So it has little wheels, and then you can pull it around and you can move them around so that they are on different grass, because they eat a lot of like the grass, and they like to dig around in the ground. And that one's eating their food. So twice daily I refill their food and their water twice a day. I would do more if it was like out or something, but nope, twice a day seems to be like what works. Do you eat the ducks? I don't. I have eaten duck. I do not care for the taste, so no, I don't eat them. In the winter we rehome them usually because I don't winter ducks. I don't have the facility to do it, and it's really frustrating dealing with them and chickens, and we prefer to keep the chickens because we like chickens quite a bit. So our chickens are here, and the chickens have a separate area, and they're going to be free range. Just as soon as we can get our fencing worked out, we're moving things around. But the chickens are free range, and the chickens and the ducks, like, they'll associate, but they're not like buddies. Like they'll kind of associate, but they're not super friendly. They kind of annoy each other. But yes, I've tried duck. I don't care for the taste of it. I also don't eat my laying hens after they finish like laying and they're not useful anymore. We don't eat them. First off, laying hens don't taste very good, kind of tough. Second off, we get attached to our chickens. So that's kind of hard to eat them. What about duck eggs? I've never had one. I've never kept them long enough to get a duck egg. Because we keep them for the summer. It's like me and my kids, it's like our summer project, it's our summer fun thing. We keep them for that long, and then I've never gotten an egg yet. But the last people that bought my ducks in the fall, he absolutely loves them. And he stayed in contact with me, him and his wife. They're an older couple. And they have a bunch of geese. And they didn't know how the geese and the ducks would get along, but they wanted to try it. So they took my ducklings and, they weren't ducklings at the time. They're full grown by the time we placed them in the fall. And he was getting eggs. And like right after I placed them with him, he was getting eggs and he was all excited because the ducks and the geese got along really, really well. Hey here, babies. Oh, hello, everybody. They're not super friendly. They're not super friendly, but when they free range, they start to learn that I mean food. So they always come running. Like every morning when I come out the door, they all come running because they know that I'm going to feed them in the morning. And I don't give them a ton of food, but I give them enough that they know to stick around because I want them to like me. Have you ever eaten snails? No. Hard pass on that. I don't know if that's on my bucket list. I have a bucket list of things I'd like to try to eat, and snails is definitely not on there. What's the matter, puppers? Everything's okay. Everything's okay. So, I'll bring you guys up to the bigs. Thankfully, it's not windy today. I'm hoping that our reception will stay good. So I scrubbed this tank out because this was the tank the ducks were in. Scrubbed this out because I do use it occasionally for the horses for feed. So I really cleaned that sucker out. Hi. Bring you guys in and show you the horses. This is Miss Lovey. Hey, honey. Hey, girl. Oh. I don't quite 100% trust being behind her. And she's not given me a reason for me not to trust her. She's never done anything like mean to me, but she does kick at the other horses. And so I try to be careful with her and lean on the edge of, hi honey, of being careful because I don't want something to happen. But she's standing in a position right now where it's very hard to not walk behind her so I can see the other horses. Hey, babies. Oh, oh. And here's Normie. Norm. This is Normie. Normie got a scrape here. And she is also quite protective of her and Normie are like BFFs. Hey, honey. Hi, baby. Oh, you're all right. I'm gonna go see Moo now. I've been keeping an eye on them. I think that I had them on too much pasture because when you have, here we go. And the only one doing this is Normie. And Normie was being a stinker when I was bringing him in. So he was out a little bit longer than everyone else yesterday. I monitor their pasture time, especially in the spring on the pasture. Our pasture is so rich and lush and green that I really have to be careful and monitor their pasture time. And Normie was out extra yesterday. Hi, honey. I think I'm gonna braid her hair. And I also want to give them all a bath. Hey, buddy. How much are your horses? So I'm not selling any of them. Actually, on the contrary, on the reverse aspect, I'm thinking of getting another one. They're rescues. Well, most of them are. Normie is not. Lovey was in really, really bad condition. She is from a rescue. She's an Arabian. She's a senior, actually. Yeah, you'd be shocked when you see her run and move and the way she acts. But she is a senior. She's a senior. She's an old girl, but she doesn't act like it. And then this guy, who's eating. This is Moo. And Moo is an old Amish horse, ex-Amish horse. He is Moo. Yeah, probably 20. Hi, buddy. 20 plus, over 20. Of course, when you get them from a kill lot, which is where they come from, they're rescues, you don't really know exactly. I keep an eye. Okay, her shit looks normal. I'm always watching them this time of year. I know it sounds weird, but I'm always watching them when they're taking a crap because I want to see what that looks like. You, mister, I know you had too much grass yesterday. But when they come out of a kill lot, you don't get, most of the time, you don't get like any information on them. You have to have a vet come out, which we did for Love. For all of them, actually. But you have a vet come out and they analyze their teeth and they give you their best guess. And she's over 20, like for sure, 100%. He's definitely over 20. And that's what, like, some good ones come through the kill lot, but most of the time they're in more poor condition or sickly or old, or some of both, which is Love. But she's such a sweet horse. She's definitely come a long way. Yes, you have, honey. Like I said, guys, Fly Spray, she's a champ. She whipped the other two suckers out of the water. It's really bright out here. I can't really even see my comments very well at all. So hi everybody, if you're new here, these are my babies. Hoping, I've not ridden her. I'm kind of a bigger build person and she is definitely a smaller built horse. I wouldn't hurt her if I rode her, but she is older and she also has a lot of spunk, a lot of sass, and she's a smaller built horse. I'm not rushing to ride her. The minis are both from kill lots as well. Somebody was digging here, probably puppers. The minis are both from kill lots as well. This is Rosie, the black and white one. She was an ex-Amish horse. She was with 8 Amish children, taught them all how to ride. She had foundered, and she's old. And their kids grew out of her, and she ended up in a kill lot. And then the little guy back there, he's 5. That's Little John. He's only 5, but he had horrendous hoof issues. Like somebody didn't take care of him. So, he just needed his feet taken care of. They're not back to normal by any means, but they're a lot better than they were. Yeah. My babies. Oh, ma'am, your hair is just atrocious. I'm very excited to give the minis a bath. All of my other horses, these are mini horses, yes. Yep. What's it like having to raise horses? Well, I don't have to. I love it. I tell you guys all the time that anybody who's been here with me for any amount of time, you guys know that if I don't like something, I usually, well, I shouldn't say it, but if it's not something I enjoy, I really won't put a ton of effort into it. And these horses, hi babies, are entirely enjoyable. The whole process of rescuing is very exhausting, and it is very emotionally draining because I lost one of mine that I rescued. I bailed. And so it can happen, and I know it can happen, and it was the first one I got. So that's kind of stuck with me, like they could not make it. You could buy a 25-year-old horse and it may only live 6 months or a year. You can buy them and they can not make it in the trailering process, not even make it home. Like people have, the kill lot I bail from, people post stories, and more than I can even count, people go to pick up a horse and it dies in transit. There's so many things that can happen and go wrong. It's not even funny. When I got one of my horses, Moo got Norman sick. So my horse, as much as I tried to like keep them separate and tried to quarantine, he got my horse very sick. Very, very, very sick. I didn't think he was going to make it. There's so many things that can happen. You could get a horse that doesn't feel good and is really, really down. And then when you start feeding them up and fattening them up, they're like wild. like you're like, wait, what happened? Yeah, there's so many things that could happen. But it's very rewarding because you get something like, if you had seen Lovey, you wouldn't even recognize that she's the same horse. I mean, she's such a sweetheart. But she had a halter that was embedded in her head. And she was very afraid even to let me touch her face because of the injuries that she had in her head behind her. She had some really bad, honey, she had some bad, nasty injuries. She's very nervous about people kind of in general, really spooky and sensitive. And she's like, she's come a long way. So it is rewarding. She's very thin. Oh, that's who's digging. Look at this. Is that necessary? Puppers, why are you digging, honey? Oh, man. Puppers, you have to, oh, man. Puppers. Dogs will do what dogs will do. Yeah, so it's a very rewarding thing, and I love it. I really do. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Like, I have an amazing riding horse. Moo up there. He's hanging out. He's eating. But Moo is like my main riding horse, and he was an Amish horse, and you know, he couldn't do a full day's work anymore, so they dumped him. He's awesome, and he's gaited. Like, I lucked out with him so much. He's a gaited horse. He's an excellent riding horse. He's a great companion. He's low on the totem pole. Like, everybody else can kind of run over. The chickens are being ridiculous. Everybody else can kind of run over top of him. He's lowest on the totem pole. He's the sweetest horse. He's fun to ride. He's really smooth. I trust him with all my kids. Kids can do anything, climb on him. They can stand on him. They go between his legs. All of the kids can catch him, brush him, do anything with him. He's a great horse. It's very rewarding, but you get ones that aren't meant. Big John wasn't meant to stay here. I mean, amazing horse. Honestly, that's how I got my following, was that horse. But he was very young, and I'm not experienced with draft horses, and once he felt good, he wanted to move. He wanted a job sitting in a pasture. My husband calls this a retirement home for horses. And he's kind of right. Most of my horses are older that I rescue. And so he calls it the horse retirement home. Big John was not ready to retire. And so sometimes, like, that's the only time I've ever bought and then placed a horse from the lot, but it was necessary because he couldn't live out any potential here, and he had so much of it, and it's proof in the pudding. I've stayed in contact with the person that took him, and he's doing incredible and doing amazing things, and he's pulling his weight, but yet he has like an amazing companion. So it just depends. Now Miss Lovey, she's old, and she's an older horse, so she can hang out here and be happy and chill. And these two are best friends. He'll be here forever. And now it's like he's met his soulmate, and they will spend the rest of their days being soulmates, and having a great life. Oh, I know. Okay. And then there's my little puppers. So Puppers actually came out. She's a St. Bernard and German Shepherd mix. And I saw her on Craigslist. And she was in a crate. And it was just a picture of a puppy in a crate. And it was taken, like, the crate was like from me to the pool away. And there was a picture of this puppy in a crate. And you could tell it was like inside. And I'm like, I inquired about her, and then I just started driving. And she was 3 hours away, and I just started driving. I asked about her, and I was still messaging the lady about her, and I was driving towards the town where she was. It was in Iowa, and it was kind of far away. So I'm messaging the lady, and then I get there, and she wanted a lot of money for her, and she's a mixed breed dog. She has no papers. She wanted a lot of money for her. I talked her down a bit because I was like, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a mixed breed dog. B, like there's just nothing, like why, I don't want to spend a bunch of money, but I talked this lady down and I show up and sure enough, there's a Puppas. Hey Puppas. She was 12 weeks old. Hi Scarlett. She was 12 weeks old in a 1-bedroom apartment in a crate with a lady who had a kid that was like 1 and another kid on the way. Sometimes I'm just like, what are you doing? And she's like, this dog I think is going to be too big for my apartment. Yeah, did you not think about that before you actually bought her? Apparently not. So I got my darling puppers. Now, here's the thing. Here's why I think there's more to it. I was honest with her about puppers. I said, yep, I'm keeping her as an outside dog. She's going to be a livestock guardian dog. I was honest 100% of the time with her. But she wasn't honest with me because a month later, I saw another puppy of the same breed that she was placing again. And I was so upset. Some kind of flipper with the amount of money she was trying to get for the next puppy. I believe she was a flipper. She's getting the puppies from someone else and then reselling, or you know what I mean? I don't know. But she wasn't honest because then I reached out and I said, oh, you have another puppy for sale. And she goes, no, it's a friend's puppy. And I was like, you are lying. So I was upset, and I had, you know, been sharing pictures of puppers and like sharing like my progress with her and like what a great dog she is and everything. And I just kind of cut her off because I was so upset to see that she had another puppy in an apartment, a big breed dog. And the thing is, she's like, it's my friend's dog. Well, it was in your apartment in the same freaking crate. So Puppers is a great dog. She's a very, very, very good dog, but she would not thrive in an apartment and she would not really thrive in town. She has so much energy. Like this is the best life for her, for sure. Like she doesn't, people are like, oh, don't you let her out? No, she's a farm dog. But what she does is her and the ducks will share the pool. So I hope to share something was up. Oh yeah, for sure. Said hi. Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm in half the time I'm in the sun and I can't see the phone comments very well at all. But yeah, this is what she'll do with the ducks. And then the ducks and her will play in the pool. And the ducks, it's funny because the ducks will actually get mad at her. Our previous ducks would get mad at her and chase her out of the pool. And then they would fight over the pool. Good girl. She's a good girl. Then they'd fight over the pool. So funny. All right, you guys, I'm wondering if you guys want to see, look at them. They'll get to go out again tonight. Maybe not Normie because I think he had too much grass. Usually I like to let him out in the morning, right away in the morning for an hour or two, and then at night again for a little bit. But I have to keep an eye on Normie. Mike has a new, she's way too big for her. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm like, no, she's big and she has energy. She runs. She patrols our property and she also wants a job. Like if they're in an apartment or even like in the house, like what is their job? You're going to have destructive behaviors because they want to be working. She'll go out and patrol the area. She'll watch the horses. She'll check on the cats. And she has this huge area that she keeps track of everything that's going on. And if you have them in a house, there's only so much they can do. And I think, oh gosh, that's where like chewing and destructive behaviors come in, barking, because they're just not, certain breeds of dogs are just not meant to sit in an apartment in a crate, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So this is, oh yes, I'll show you guys the new kitty. Scarlett, do you know where the kitten is? Okay, do you make sure the doors are open so that she can get in the bathroom if she needs to? Her litter box is in the bathroom. Oh, there's Klausie. I'll show you guys the new kitten, but I want to just show you guys Mike's new product, the very newest. And in the words of Mike, you came home with a kitten, so I got a dump truck. I'm like, this thing? What in the world are you gonna do with a dump truck? He's like, I can haul hay. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I can't argue with that. We can put a lot of hay in there. Check that thing out. Absolutely ridiculous. And he actually had it running and everything. Did you see the kitty? Hey, Luminous. Hey, Lumi. There's Luminous. No. And transport manure, I know, I'm just like, he had it running. It hadn't been running since 1965. And he had it running yesterday, and then he had the dump going up and down, and the kids were going wild. I don't even know I don't even know what to share with you guys about it. It's just the craziest project he's ever brought home. Like, and he brings home, I shouldn't tease him, but he brings home projects. This one beats all. I'm just like, what? He did have a military vehicle too once, a big like military vehicle that I talked him into selling. But yeah, I don't even know, like, yeah, this is like his, like, he loves doing this stuff. Hey, Klaus, this is our other inside cat that needs to be inside, but he is upset about the kitten, and he's giving us the silent treatment, and he is being a butthead about it, so he'll get over it because the kitten is absolutely adorable. So this time of year, Craigslist is just swarming with free kittens. And every time I see free kittens, I get nervous because no rehoming fee means sometimes people will get a kitten and not treat it very nicely or use it for snake food or Lord knows what because it's a free kitten. But I saw him, and I love Siamese cats. Hold on, I'm trying to find him. I think he's hiding. I love. Oh, there he is. Come here, darling. Come on, baby. I love Siamese cats. Come on. Come on. James. James, say hi to everyone. James. This is James. And James is, yeah, I love Siamese cats. I love Siamese, I love Himalayan, and I love the ragdolls. And I'm not someone that will pay $2,000 for a cat or $1,000. A lot of them actually, the like Himalayans or the ragdolls are going right now for like $800 to $1,500, just depending on what you want. And so when I saw him, I was like, oh my goodness, I have got to have that cat. And so we brought him home, and oh my gosh, I love him. The kids call him Ninja Warrior because he climbs up everything. Come here, darling. Come here, darling. Oh, don't be scared. No, don't be scared. There, he runs the house. Let me tell you, the attitude is intense. Come here, sweetie. Come here, James. Hi, baby boy. Intense attitude. He is hilarious. I don't know if his name fits him, but when we went to pick him up, we had some serious issues with him being afraid. They didn't have him in a cat carrier. He ran underneath the car. We were hunting for him in a parking lot. It was a huge thing. And come here, baby boy. Hey, look at him. Come here, honey. Where are you going? The person who found him was named James. So we named him James because it's after his rescuer. We have a rescue cat that looks like she's purebred. I mean, her name is Nutter Butter. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. Yeah, he has his own like food dish, his own water dish, his own everything, because we didn't think Klaus would want to share, and now Klaus is like wants nothing to do with him and doesn't want to even be in the house. So the kitten like kind of has 2 litter boxes, 2 water dishes, 2 feed places. Come here, baby. Come on. Should we find a little toy for you? Let's find a little toy. I'll see if I can find something for him. He likes to chase dryer balls. And since I have a plethora of them, kitty, what are you doing? Kitty, kitty. Kitty. Nope, I'm getting this, Mom. I've got this. Oh, we call her Nutter. It fits her. Oh, that's cute. Something about the new kittens. Maybe that's it, because he's not interested in this kitten at all. At all. We had no issues with storms here. It went like south and north of us or something, and we had no problem. Like, it kind of thundered a little bit and stuff, but we had absolutely no issues with storms whatsoever. Okay. You want a piece of paper instead? This is a crumpled up piece of paper. You want it? Good boy. Oh, yep. Yep. Okay, what was she? Good boy. Well, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, he has so much personality, but then he'll do this for like 20 minutes, half hour, and then he'll just come and snuggle up on your lap. Like, he's a really sweet kitten, but he's definitely got... Hi. He's definitely got a lot of attitude. Yeah, isn't he cute? Oh, he's something else. He's so funny. What happened, oh, James? James. Ouch. Hey, be nice, little fella. Dude, what are you doing? Keep going. Come here, little man. Whoa, whoa. Be nice there, little man. It's the little man. Look at him. Look at him. He's a good boy. Good boy, James. Good boy. Ow. You clawed me. All right, guys, this has been fun, but I totally have spaghetti I'm supposed to be prepping for, and my house is a little bit of a mess, and I have to go pick up my daughter from school. But I appreciate you guys popping in. It's always fun to jump on a live and show you what's new around here, because every given day there's something different. Oh, I also wanted to throw in here, we had started a GoFundMe, and we got enough on there to fill the barn with the hay for the minis. So we got 30 awesome, huge, great quality for the minis square bales. So thank you if you donated. Thank you so much, so much. It's so nice to have that filled. I'm actually going to make a post about that on my page, because I took a picture of before and after. But thank you guys for hopping on, and I'll see you on the next one. Absolutely. It's fun to come on. It's just, life definitely gets busy. There's so many changes and so many things happening, and it happened so quickly. And so over the summer, I hope to, be able to pop on, once a week or whatever, just to do a live and show you guys what's going on around here. But where did he go? Okay, he's gone. That's the thing about kittens, is like, they're right there, and then the next minute they're not. And then I'll stand up and almost step on him, because he'll be like right there. It makes me so nervous, because we have all the kids, and I'm always like, you have to be careful and look for him, because he's little. But yes, but thank you guys, and everybody have a great week. It's Tuesday, I can say that. Everybody have a great week.